welcome back to Groove Code. This is my 18th video on my Python basics tutorials, and we'll do a kind of fun project. We'll be learning how to make graphical user interface apps, GUI apps using Python and Tkinter. So this is a fun project. This means you can make your own apps in Python using Tkinter without having to have any other libraries installed. So let's get started. In today's video, we'll be creating GUIs, graphical user interfaces using Tkinter. First, what is a GUI in programming? A GUI is an app made in a programming language with a certain library that allows then when you run the program, it will make a separate window with the app. Now, what does GUI actually mean? A GUI in programming is short for graphical user interface. So this allows you to add text inputs, labels, buttons, and many more, and also app titles. So let's get started on building the app. So this I've saved it as tutorial 7 already, and make sure to save your project as Weight Predictor, because we'll be making a Weight Predictor application. So whenever there's a text entry where the user enter the weight, just the number, and there'll be a button to calculate the weight, and you have a response that says you weigh the number of kgs the person weighs the entered in the text box. So let's get started by importing Tkinter. Import Tkinter as CK. Make sure you don't have to install any other packages. You have to import Tkinter as TK only, because Tkinter in Python comes installed by default. And now we can start creating our root. So you just call out this variable root equals tk.uppercase tk, and we want to add the root title, say Weight Predictor 2024, and now we'll root.main loop to show the application. And once you run it, you get this little window, this little blank window here. If you try to resize it, you see your app title. So let's just close this for now and start building the app structure. And we just remove this for now. And we want to create our main canvas. So we're going to say main canvas equals tk.uppercase canvas. So make sure the C is uppercase, otherwise a lowercase one won't work. So make sure it's uppercase, and which will use our root, the width set to 400, the height to 300. So this simply creates our canvas, and we say main underscore canvas dot pack. It doesn't take any arguments. And we want to add a title label, so which means it will appear on top here on your app. So let's say title underscore label equals tk.uppercase L, which is a label. So make sure the L is also uppercase, like I did with canvas, because inside here it's a class. Otherwise, a lowercase one won't work. So it won't work. And now we're going to use the root, the text equals a weight predictor, and then we're going to set our fonts. Now I'll say so you can choose any font you want for the app. For this, I'll just say to Consolas and a size of 25. And also we want to add now we're going to use main underscore canvas dot create window. So make sure there's an underscore, and this must be smaller. This will be so this will be a lowercase c. And now we're going to say 225, say window equals the title label. So if we type root.main loop and we run our program, see, run this, we get our title that says Weight Predictor. But what if I wanted to change the font? So if you don't want to use controllers, you can change the font to whatever you want. I'll just change it to Helvetica and run this. Whereas the font has changed. And now we can start continue. Let's just try to remove this, and we're going to add a sub label, so which will be under the title label. Say sub label, and this will be the tk.uppercase L and label. Say this will use our root text equals insert your weight in kgs, and now we're going to use the main underscore canvas dot create window. So this will create the window with the sub label under the title label. So we're going to say 200. We're going to say this to 75, and the window will be our sub label. So we're using the same method like the title label here, but instead of putting the title label, we're putting in the sub label. So if we try to run this root.main loop, does not take any arguments inside the brackets. You see, you get this little window and say weight predictor, and you see under here is insert your weight in kgs. So let's try to remove this right now, and we don't need this main loop as for now because we need to complete our app. And now we're going to have an entry text. So entry underscore text equals tk.entry, and it's using up our root. And let's say main underscore canvas dot create underscore window, and let's say 200 100, say window equals the entry text. And we try to run this, let's say root.main loop, and when we run this, you see the title label on top, the sub label below the title label, and the entry text. And here we have a text entry, so where you're gonna enter text, but then don't have the button yet, so we just need to add the button. So we need to define a function first. So let's say go to the script and say def function, and we're going to say text underscore entry equals entry underscore text dot get. So this will get the text and the entry text. Let's say we're going to create a result label, and let's say tk dot label, and say it's going to use our root, and we're going to add the text to uweigh plus text entry plus kg, and we are going to set the font. So I'll just set the font to Helvetica, and it's going to have a size of 20. So let's close this down, and we're going to add the main canvas. So we'll just say main, let me just put it with the under the result label. So let's say main underscore canvas dot create window, and say 200 150, say window equals say the window equals the result label. And now we want to create a button to calculate the weight. So let me say, so we're going to call a variable calculate button equals, see, tk.button, say text, and the text to be calculate. The command be our function dot the brackets. So let's give it a foreground color, so FG, which is short for foreground color. Let's set it to black. And we want to add the main score canvas dot the create window, and say 200 and 150. The window will be a calculate button. So now let's test this out by running the program. So you can see you have your title above here, your app title, and the sub-label, and we have the text entry. So if I just enter 64, it will say you weigh 64 kgs. And that's how we have created a weight predictor app. So that's what I have all for today. So this is how we create a weight predictor application, a simple GUI Python. So this is the, so I've just started this beginner for, this is a tutorial for people who are finding ways to learn Tkinter. This is meant for beginners, but even though you're advanced, this can also be used for people who are in the advanced level as well. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned by subscribing right now and turning on notifications so you don't miss on any new content. Like the video if you appreciate it. It does really help me out. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, please leave it in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next video. Also, guys, support me reaching 10,000 subscribers. I really need to reach this milestone. So subscribe to me right now. Also leave the subscribe link in the description. So click the subscribe button or use the subscribe link. Just subscribe right now, and I'll see you in my next video.